Oh, my mic was off. Hello, everybody. I am here again to showcase said character for beating the first part of the event. I know I was just complaining that, oh, this is almost hard, but anyways, Dustbelief Sands. Here we go. But first, let me... Ooh, they brought back that sound. Nice. What's the true potential I can show? Alternate? We'll skip to Geno, and check. Anyways, here we go. You got a damage bar over here. Okay, so you kind of want this to fail. Stuns boss for 5 seconds and a lot of KR if possessed. I mean, here we go. Oh. You can get a buff when you max out your damage boost, which is this. Bone drop. Oh, so this reloads. Okay, so that's cool, I guess. What's its max? 8? I think so. Yeah, it looks like it. He ain't bad. I would say if you don't have like the pumpkin or Santa hat for heal, then sure, this is good for that. Bone drop, kind of good to get away. He's not bad. Anyways, I'm gonna let the rest just go to itself, speak for itself. I mean, he's not really bad. I guess the real test is here, though. Oh, I didn't realize. Once you get the buff, you get 15 defense. I did not know this. He's much more OP than I previously thought he was. I guess the real challenge is to see how long he can actually survive. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. Time to find out. Okay, yeah, no, this guy's maybe on the same power as Gans. He might be on the same power as Gans. Maybe even better. I would say maybe. Where would this put him in this game? Damage. Huh. Tough call. That's a tough call. Where would you put him? Maybe same power as no. If that was the case, it'd be way. Actually, that might not be wrong. He might be on the same power as that. I'm thinking of hard mode, what is it? Hard mode Tears in a Rain is who I'm thinking of. I just don't know if that's fully the case, though. It's hard to actually tell. He might be... This is truly a hard decision. Eesh. I actually can't tell. Okay, maybe not as tough because this would be way easier. I mean, of course I am doing something, but... I don't necessarily think it's... Maybe? What if I do... What does this become if I get rid of this portal? This is truly a tough one. I don't know where to put this, man. Portal shut. Okay. That's that. Now let's see where. Okay. Alright. My thoughts might still stand. It was physically just the portal that was making it kind of a pain. He might seriously be on the level. I don't even know what tier he was. I didn't even look. I have no clue how, MTT is. Like, how OP they are. You guys know who what I'm talking about. Oh, I wasted some blasters. Okay, so again, wasting blasters. Okay. So you can easily deal with. Sorry that there's not much monologuing. I'd really genuinely trying to find out where this guy would be. I'm genuinely having a hard time trying to put him into a category. I mean, I feel like you can easily beat Nightmare. I feel like you'll die, or at least not be able to do a puppet, because that's almost impossible to do by yourself. But other than that, by the way, once again. I mean, you still... This is actually really hard. It's like I want to give him a fair spot. But it's also like, I don't know where his fair spot is. If I can beat Nightmare, which it looks like I will, once I beat Nightmare, my answer will be, well, answered. In the sense of where he is. Because the only other one that can really solo Nightmare that I've seen without any issue is hard mode... hard mode Tears in the Rain. I guess I do kind of have to chat, so I don't have to mute music. So, huh. If I had to give... I mean, this is only part one of the whole event, so there could be better characters. So, if I had to give my official rating, I'm going to beat this. Hard mode Tears in the Rain level. So... that's quite good, to be honest. Yeah, this is hard mode, Tears in the Rain. I'll see exactly where he is put on, like, tier-wise to truly figure it out. But he's hard mode Tears in the Rain level of overpowered. I mean, sure, I have a hat on. Where is... What is he? He is a tier 3? He's a tier 3. Okay, well... Only issue left. I mean, I'm not gonna beat this. There is no way. This is too much happening at once to even attempt a beat. But you can beat Nightmare, which you need Nightmare for most things. There's just no beating that. Yeah, no. Not with... But he's not bad. He's genuinely not bad. Yeah, I would have to say he's up to here. So he feels like a tier 4. What tier? He might be better than this Flame Eye. What tier are you? Tier 4. And you're a glass cannon. Wait, he does way better than him. I would love to check this guy, but I have no clue. This is tier 4. He's way better than him. And what about Dream? Which Dream? Tier 4 as well? Yeah. So he's around tier 4 standing. I feel like he's better than Delta. He's 100% better than Green. The only issue is, I don't know. I mean, I have the quest, I just don't have defeat them. So I have no clue. From what I'm looking, he's an attacker plus and survivalist. What I've seen from people, I say this might going it a bit too far. I would say he's at least on the same level as them, or at least a little below. I would say he would be considered, probably, if he was a tier 5, he would be considered the weakest tier 5. But he's kind of just OP. I mean, the only other overpowered-ish character is Wolf in Sheep's Clothing Horror, since he's, you know, technically godded. He just has a... As long as you keep this up, he's the best of the best, in the sense. And he'll still be kicking as long as there's another person on the map to distract the boss while he's looking for, as you go and get the eye back. Ow. Ow. Now he can't really solo that because there's way too much happening. He's definitely... Okay, yeah. He's tier 4 and above because he's better than Jotaro Sans. Is he what? What's this one? Tier 5. He might be better than. I don't think he's better than this, but he might be up to here. It seems weird calling him a tier 3 when he's better than. I don't know. I don't know if he's better than EXE though. I mean, EXE is a glass cannon and an attacker, but as if you don't have his blood meter up, he's not really good. I mean, he can survive a lot. Way too much for his own good. So, but so can it doesn't. It just does not seem right that he is a tier 3. It does not. As long as you keep doing damage, you'll get a 15% damage boost. Ooh. Ooh, how long has this been going? 20. Okay. Real test. Alternate. This is the real test. Because I know where EXE is in this. He can, depending on how you play as him and how good you are, he can get to phase, I think, 3 of LB and all of them. It just truly comes down to that. So I guess I'll find out by just this. I mean, the KR, when doing a successful counter, is absolutely beautiful for dodge draining. So is the bone. Real test. Oh, and if you guys are having trouble, I don't think you guys will, but once you get to this part, this is all you have to do. The blasters show you where you need to be. So as long as you're close to the soul, that part's easy to beat. And now it's time for who? LB. I'm exactly doing what I do with when I'm using EXE, so there's nothing different. I use this, the same setup, Santa hat. Actually, not really Santa hat because of the snow sands that spawns. You can't really use Santa hat, but I use pumpkin, which kind of does the same thing ish. It does an attack and a heal. but the heal's a bit longer. Uh-oh. I did not mean to. Okay. Yeah. I think this is what I was talking about. It gets a bit harder to beat. I'll beat it here as EXE, but it's still quite easy. I mean, you can push away the boss. EXE, you have to kind of get close with a claw to do multiple, up to 8. If I can beat this, then I know it's easy, or at least get close to beating this, then I know it's easier. He's better than EXE. This is how I'm going off of. This is what I'm going off. This is where I make it with EXE. Yeah, I make it here and then kind of everything goes horrid. Goes horrid after I beat UKB Sands. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so he's a little worse. Yeah. He's a little worse than EXE. But he's still on the level of EXE. At least for me. I've seen a whole server of him. And ooh, that is something. A full server of, since he doesn't have a, you know, a limit. He doesn't have a limit. EXE does. A full server of him is better than one EXE. I know that for a fact. I would say he's the only character that you could probably do a whole server spawning in. Anyways, that's it. That's the whole showcase of Dustbelief Sands. a part 2 of when this event is out again. I'll showcase that. Until next time, this is Hellish signing off. Bye-bye.